So you want to use a project coordinator role to break into project management. Let me let you know what I expect of a project coordinator. Firstly, you're going to be booking all the meetings when it comes to our big team sessions, whether they're requirements gathering sessions or solution designs. You're going to have to go through the attendance list, make sure the time works for everyone, especially the key stakeholders, and you're going to make sure that the consultant or whoever's running that session is giving a clear agenda. You're going to make sure that any attachments, reading materials relevant to that meeting are provided for. So you're going to be chasing up basically the meeting facilitator to make sure that's there. From a schedule perspective, you're going to be on the hook to be going into the schedule with the project manager. You're going to be looking at anything that's past due or coming up to do, and you're going to help chase this up. All right? Project managers, they need to be busy basically managing the work actively, so you're going to be there supporting the systems. From a RAID perspective, risk, actions, issues, decisions, dependencies, assumptions, etc., what you're going to be doing, my expectation of you as a project coordinator, is that you're going to be looking at anything that is past due or coming due by way of either actions or due by dates, and you're going to follow that up. You're going to ideally get the team member who's responsible for some of that to do their own updates. If not, you're going to alert the project manager to anything that might become an escalated issue or a risk that is not being appropriately mitigated. Depending on the team size, depending on your level of expertise, you may be updating some of the burn rates as it comes to the budget and making sure that the project financials are consistently and regularly being maintained, especially when vendor invoices or team timesheets are coming in and adding to the cost base. That's probably the quick overview of my expectation of a project coordinator. Sorry, I've just remembered something. When we have formal meetings, I absolutely expect you as a project coordinator to be recording this. You're going to record all the meeting minutes. You're going to make sure that these are summary points, not blow-by-blow sort of commentary. You're going to make sure that any key actions that are takeaways and agreed are present. You're going to make sure that the decisions made in these sessions are also recorded. What we like to do in governance is make sure that anything made last session is then confirmed and settled in the following session. So this is what we do when we basically approve all the meeting minutes from the last governance session and the one that's happening. Those are probably the quick rundown of my expectations of a project coordinator. If this is something that you're doing or that you want to do to break into project management, go ahead, great. One word of caution is project coordinators, you need business experience, whether it's finance, operations, HR, IT, whatever. The more business experience you have, the easier it's going to be to relate to people and then manage your team. I've seen coordinators become project managers who don't know what they're doing, and then the team rebels against them. You don't want that to happen to you.